Now, the Subway Final Word.
In light of the Pirates' problems in the bullpen, and they've had a few, some would think too few to mention, but they certainly have had some issues. How would Houston Street look as a Pirate? Well, if you want that shutdown pitcher out of the pen, you're going to have to give something up. What would you be willing to give up to get Houston Street or a player of that caliber? Welcome back to the Subway Final Word. Baseball's trade deadline is July 31st. So, again, what would you be willing to give up? What prospects to get a closer and focus on winning this season? Kevin, you lead us off this segment.
Well, the bullpen and particularly the closer position have been problems for the Pirates that have been exacerbated by a couple of ninth-inning walk-off losses this past week to the Cardinals. I think the closer is an issue. I would have liked to have seen the Pirates maybe not take two of the answers out of the equation with Jason Grilli, a guy who wasn't getting the job done, but Brian Morris. Both of them are pitching well. They traded both of those guys away. I wouldn't mortgage the future, but at the same time, I believe the Pirates should be buyers, not sellers. But don't give up your top 2 or 3 prospects in this system. The Pirates have 5 guys in the top 50 Major League Baseball's top prospects. Go toward the lower end of that spectrum.
Mark, to win this season, what are you willing to give up?
Having trouble holding a lead? Better call Salt. Boy, even I'm sick of that at this point. I don't know if Houston Street is the answer. What I want to know is, when will the Pirates ask the question? I see you idiot fans out there. You can't trade prospects. What about the future? Well, what about right now? When is it ever going to be about right now? You keep these prospects, well, the prospects will replace Alvarez. At some point, they'll replace McCutchen. Heck, stick around long enough, they'll even replace Polanco. When do you try to gather a bunch of talent in one place at one time to try to win something? I'm not saying it should be right now. I just want to know when, because you're rooting for a future that might never get here.
That's what Mark thinks. What does Rob think?
Well, look, we don't know how long Pedro Alvarez is going to be around. We don't know how long Neil Walker is going to be around. We know that Andrew McCutchen's having a better year right now than he did last year when he was the MVP, and you're only 3.5 out of first place, and your formula was 7, 8, 9 shutdown relievers, and you don't have that right now because Melanson's in the 9th where he shouldn't be, and Watson's in the 8th where right now he's better served in the 7th. Go get the closer. If you have to give up one of those top 50, do it. You have precious few opportunities if you're the team like the Pittsburgh Pirates to actually go out and try to win a division. Go do it now.
Houston Street can get this team in the playoffs.
Call Houston Street. Andrew McCutchen, Tony Watson, and Josh Harrison are headed to the All-Star game, a game that carries a lot of stake. What World Series home field, or should the World Series home field still be decided by that exhibition game? One of our contributors says, I like it, keeps the game interesting, unlike the Pro Bowl. So we appreciate that comment. Thanks for that. We're going to be back with our final comments right here on the Subway Final Word.